Hi, I'm Jason. This is my submission for the EGALE Canada's Hear Our Story campaign. I'm here to tell you a story, I guess kind of related to being gay. I came out in my first year of university, and it was a bit of a painful experience for me. It gave me a lot of insecurities about myself, and I wasn't really happy about a lot of things. And I think I blame that for, I don't know, a lot of my tougher months during university. I was afraid that people would find out my secret. I was afraid when I did finally come out and tell people that they would be grossed out or offended by me. I was ashamed of my skinny body. I was ashamed of my bad haircuts, my big glasses, my effeminate walk, my limp wrist, my maybe a bit nasally voice sometimes. I was really just ashamed of myself. I don't want to share that story with you. I mean, you've probably heard a lot of it before, and that doesn't make it any less important. But I just think we should have a bit of diversity with our stories, and I think we should have a bit more fun. So, when I finally did accept myself wasn't until 3.5 years later. It was just when I finished university, and I did a 3 month semester in England. And during those 3 months, we had a 9 day midterm break. Now, I didn't know what I was going to do for that break. I was torn between, should I go to Greece? Should I go to Milan? Should I don't know, stay here and explore London a little more? It got down to the wire, and eventually my mother said to me, Jason, you really have to decide where you're going, otherwise you're just going to waste your time and be unhappy. So as a graduating gift and get off your ass kind of gift, she bought me a ticket, or I guess a ticket, yeah, to this bus tour. It was a bus tour for 18 to 35-year-olds. It's called Kentucky. Give me money. And so no grandmas allowed, um, which is kind of sad because I would have loved to become the fifth golden girl. So anyways, flash forward, I'm on the bus trip. It's the first day. I don't really know anybody. There's a lot of couples. There's a few single people, and I make eye contact with one. We sit next to each other on the bus, and we're kind of chatting, kind of getting to know each other. But, you know, what? After a couple hours, we're kind of friends. So far, she's my only friend in this big group of, I don't know, probably 50 people. So our first full day of the bus tour, that we get off the bus, is in Munich, Germany. And we're doing a bike tour of the city, which is great. I haven't really been on a bike in a while, but, you know, it comes back to you easily. So we're driving around and looking at some beautiful sights, and one of the first places we go is through this giant park. I think it's the biggest in the city, called the English Garden. Driving through it, it's gorgeous, and there's cats. It's gorgeous, and there's couples, having picnics, and it's, all these people on bikes, people just drinking out on these little beer gardens. They're everywhere there. You have to stop. Steven. Near the end of the park, the tour guide says that this area is clothing optional. I got a little self-conscious because I didn't want to do that. But then nobody else wanted to do it either, so I didn't really feel that bad. And I have to admit, I caved into a bit of peer pressure. The guide says, oh, you guys are all chickens, nobody wants to get in the water, jump in the river, skinny dipping. Then I kind of just I don't know what hit me. I just was over it. I was over all that caring about what people think, and, you know, I was in a new place. I was on vacation when in Europe, you know. So I say, yeah, I'll do it, whatever. And then a few other people kind of pick up on my vibe, and they're like, yeah, I'll do it too. And we actually just got down to our underwear. It's not that risque of a story. So we're running up to the other end of the clearing, and out of nowhere, the tour guide just jumps into the water. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're jumping in now. Woohoo! And I loved it. It was just the best thing that ever happened. And then I came up and I went for a breath of fresh air, and I couldn't see a thing. I was wearing glasses, wasn't I, just a few seconds ago? They're gone. They're gone. I can't see. I was freaking out. I climbed out of the river, because this river had a crazy current, by the way. Uh, I had to, like, grab someone's arm to get out. Yeah. They were good glasses. I was also in the middle of a foreign city. Uh, I was surrounded by people that I didn't know, uh, the majority of which were speaking another language that I didn't know. I was naked, and I was blind. The poor tour guide, he just kind of like, well, I mean, we could look for them. Like, yeah, right, a river with this, like, crazy current. They were gone forever, and I knew it. He said the best thing that he could have possibly said. Want to go again? Yeah. Yeah, I do. That was awesome. That was awesome. Let's go. And when we ran up and we did it a few more times, and then I biked around for the rest of the day in my underwear, which were soaking wet because I didn't have a towel and I didn't want to get the rest of my clothes all wet. Plus, it was gorgeous, and then I was just kind of feeling it. We went and drank at some of the world's largest beer gardens, and apparently, like the beer garden equivalent of the Sistine Chapel, like painted ceilings, giant, beautiful windows, like hot bar wenches, and like cute boys. And the only way I could see anything was through the lens of my little camera, so which was like almost dead. So I saw like 4 little snapshots of the building, and I just got like, even if I had my glasses, I probably would have been a little blind drunk with beer. And I had to get escorted around by the hand, and I had the time of my life. And now I don't care about what anybody thinks of anything I do. I don't care what people think of my looks. I don't care what people think of my body, my voice, my walk, my art, my income, my love for wigs. Now I say yes to pretty much anything. And that's led me on some great adventures, and I have so many more stories because of it. I do drag, I do art, I do karaoke, I dance when nobody's watching, and I dance when everybody's watching. I have so much fun every single day, and I'm so lucky that I've gotten over all my self-confidence issues. Now I have pretty much one major rule. Do anything that you want to do, and do it without any shame. That's it. Hopefully you take that lesson and run with it and end up having just as fun of a lifetime as I'm having. Go make your own story. Then tell it to me. Hashtag hear our story. My art, my love for wigs. Jesus Christ, Steven! I'm gonna throw something at you.